Alright, hello, welcome. This is Super Mario Odyssey any percent. You guys just saw a world peace run, so now this is any percent. So first off, really quickly, I actually have to go into my settings and change the date to, hold on, this exactly, so March 11th, 2018 at 1:53 a.m. So what this does is, in Sand Kingdom, the third kingdom, there's a seed moon that usually takes around 20 to 30 minutes to grow. But if you plant the seed and then trigger daylight savings, it will instantly grow the seed, saving 10 seconds. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I have an offset on my timer that's -5. And I'll tell you whenever to start the timer. So, okay, don't start yet. So, 1 and time. Oh wait, shoot! Don't. Okay, wait. I didn't even start the time. I was too focused. All right, we're gonna restart that. Totally meant to do that. All right. So I'm gonna start my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. There we go. That's better. Thank you, Shadow. I swear, I know what I'm doing in this game. Sometimes. Not all the time. Alright. Anyways, so this is Cap Kingdom. This is just basically a tutorial level. Nothing too exciting happens in here. It's just movement and getting through it as fast as you can. So yeah, right here we start off with a spin pound, and then we just roll. You just crouch and motion control to roll. And then skipping cutscenes is a lot faster than actually watching them. And right here, if we go first person, it will zoom out the camera and this bridge rises a second faster. So just the little optimizations are what really are important here. So frog room, you just kind of have to make your way up the tower. Really, there's no moons or anything. You just use movement to go through here as fast as you possibly can. And then in the World Peace Run they did left side. That's a really hard 2-second time save. So I'm just going to go up the right side. It shows you guys both ways on how to do that. And topper, easy boss fight. You just kind of do that and yeah. And then right here you just, if you capture, you barely get enough height to capture that wire, and then, yeah, that's Cap Kingdom. Really nothing. Alright, this is Cascade Kingdom, so Cascade Kingdom is where we start getting moons. As you can see, that glowing light right there is actually a rock of our first moon. And that's our first moon. So yeah, we just break that rock and it gives us our first moon. There is a way to do it without breaking that moon, but you have to clip out of bounds. It's not that hard, it's just not fast. So then now we go up through here, and then we'll have this little rock on the left side. If you touch that rock, the one I'm about to touch, it actually activates this cutscene a little bit faster. And then up here we have to climb up to the dino. So they added this into the game as like a funny little thing, but it's actually saved a lot of time in the speedrun, so why not use it? So this trick can be messed up, but if you know like how to... Speaking of messing it up, okay, so I have to get the left foot on the trampoline. There we go. And then this is the damn noodle. So you kind of just like... That's her pet, Chain Chompskins. That's its name. So you just kind of use it to your advantage to murder her. Or, kindly hit her with it 3 times. Alright, and that's the fight. Not too bad. And then cutscenes, there's a lot of cutscenes in this game. Even if you can't skip them, there's like close to 30 minutes of cutscenes. So we'll be seeing a lot of cutscenes. So some cutscenes aren't skippable, so you can get a little bit of story out of them. And then we just get one more moon and then we're out of Cascade. Alright, there we go. That's it. That's Cascade. So, Sand is where the DSTA, or Daylight Savings Time Abuse, comes in. The thing that I set up earlier. So, that's where we'll plant the seed and then get a moon that saves 10 seconds. So then we just have to make sure to move the selecting to Sand, because if you don't, Cappy will be like, we're already in Cascade, go to the next kingdom. And you don't want to go to the next kingdom, so yeah. Right there's a little action guide, and if you spam fast enough, you can skip it really fast, but yeah, I didn't get it. Alright, so this is literally the first thing that we do is we plant that seed I was talking about. So we roll down here. Make sure not to grab that checkpoint, because that will activate some dialogue and that's slow. So plant the seed, do some easy movement up here, get that bird's moon, go up here, and yeah. And then now we go into this pipe. So as you can see in that corner, the seed is already growing. So we come out of here and then we instantly go down there and grab that seed. So if you were to look at the Switch in-game clock, it's at 3 a.m. It skipped an hour, so it grew the seed instantly. So we just grab that quick moon right there, and then it's basically the normal sand route until one point, which is, so we grab this moon. It has to be second try. If it's not second try, your run's cheating. So we go over here. I don't go for this trick, but I'll try it real quick. Yeah, I didn't get it. Yeah, that trick saves a decent amount of time, but it's a little hard. And we grab this moon, and I just like to look at that bullet bill to make sure it spawns. So this is where the route changes. You'd usually go over there and get the Sphinx and a ground pound moon, but we just go straight to over here because of the 2 extra moons we got, and just carry on. Alright, so my personal favorite capture in the game is coming up. So we have to roll over here, and if you see in the far distance, there's a cactus. So if you capture the cactus and move it just a little bit and ground pound it, there's a moon. That's my favorite capture in the game, if anyone was wondering. My second favorite is the tree in Wooded, but we don't get to capture that 90% sadly. And then last moon of sand is notes. And as you can see, they're actual notes. That's it. That's Sand Kingdom. Pretty simple. So yeah, just more cutscenes with globes. And then after this we move on to Lake Kingdom, which is the shortest, not the shortest kingdom, but like one of the shortest kingdoms in the game. I'm pretty sure it's the shortest where you get moons. Okay, just more dialogue, more cutscenes. Skipping everything, so no one likes the story nowadays. It's all about skipping everything. So we got this real quick moon, and then we're going to make this triple jump up to here. And once I make this, you'll see that Cappy has a little bit of dialogue. Alright. Usually Cappy has dialogue there that says, wow, nice jump. Because that's not casually how you're supposed to do it. I would love to tell you how you're supposed to do it casually, but I forgot. So yeah, we just collect these moons in the water as a cheap, and then we go into a boss fight where we fight another boss. His name is Rango. He's really tall, but with a couple triple jumps, you can put your foot on his head. So with this moon, you can actually change the camera to look up to Rango's area. So just a little bit of that and a little bit of this, and we're in the boss fight. So, like I said, a triple jump and then dive always gets on his head. And then just a bit more backflips and ground pound jumps. And that's it. That's it. So the boss fights in this game are actually pretty easy, except for one at the end in Bowser's Kingdom called Mecha Brutal. That's a pretty hard boss fight to do fast. But okay, now Wooded. Wooded is an interesting one. So there's this glitch called Nut Clip. Now I'm not too experienced in Nut Clip, mainly the out of bounds movement, but I do primarily do the backup route, which it's not really for the time save, it's more for the consistency. So, yeah, now we head on to Wooded, which is probably my least favorite speedrunning kingdom. It's just really annoying. Alright, Wooded. This is where things can be hectic. So more dialogue skipping, not caring at all about the story. Alright, and then here we actually long jump into a bunny, which is kind of like Mips from SM64. Except not as annoying, because Mips can definitely be annoying. But that bunny, you just long jump into it and you get it. So this, you break the rock, you get the moon. So if anyone likes shopping, which I haven't even been keeping track of my coin count, but if anyone likes shopping, you buy a moon here. Okay, not the heart, the moon. So yeah. And then here's where things get kind of interesting. So I'll go for the clip, but I'm not going to do the out of bounds movement because I still have to practice that. So you hit this twice, and then you line your feet up on this line, and then I didn't get it. It's a pretty difficult clip. So then to back that up, you go over here, get this uproot. This is what these onions are called. They're called uproots. And then most people don't do this route. I feel like I'm the only one that does it. But hey, it gets time. So then this is an interesting trick over here. You climb up this wall just by standing on it. And then over here you just long jump into this ramp. Oh no! Yeah, that can definitely happen. It's fine because you can just long jump it up again, and then you'll get it every time. But yeah, that wall climbing is definitely the most unique part of this route. It's definitely a weird wall. Alright, so now we get out of this red maze that we just entered just for that quick moon. Then we do a long jump off this platform over here. And then you have to kill this piranha plant early. It's pretty fast. And then, see, since we killed that piranha plant early, we just get that moon. So now, we have this moon up there. You can't really see it right there. But if you just do this jump, and then in this nut right here, there's a moon. And then now we enter the tower, which has a pretty finicky trick. It's not the easiest. So if we long jump over here, and then we climb up this tower, there's an up route that you mainly use throughout the entire tower. So this trick right here to get up to that upper platform, it's kind of weird, but if you do it right, you just land up there. I've definitely spent like 5 minutes on that trick once, just not able to get it. And then once again, as I said from last QuickFest SpeedFest, stairs are overrated. We just do that. So after this boss fight, Wooded is over. Alright, that's it. That is Wooded. So after some cutscenes, we move on to Cloud King. So originally in the story, from Wooded you're supposed to go from Metro Day, or to Metro. But a certain someone stops you from doing that and go to Cloud Kingdom. Can anyone guess who that certain someone is? I have no idea. Please, someone tell me who that certain someone is. See, even with that big bonk, I'm still only 3 seconds off of my gold. Is it you, Thermal? I don't know. Who is it? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's not Capri, I know that for a fact. I don't know who it is. The Dolphin King. Is it the Dolphin King? It might be the Dolphin King. I don't know, let's see. Wait, what? Something's out the window. Dun 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 dun. It is Bowser's ship. Bowser's. Okay, right here, actually, there's a cool trick where you capture Bowser's hat instantly. So if you just roll a couple times, you just get it instantly. But yeah, Bowser stops you from going to Metro, which is very rude. Can you get a rude Bowser in the chat? Very rude Bowser. So yeah, so right here we just beat up Bowser. But he doesn't like that. So after the third time of us beating up Bowser, he actually is really mean to us and destroys our ship to go to the kingdom. And that puts us in Lost Kingdom. So this is Lost Kingdom. So right here, we're going to do this trick called Meme Tree. It's actually kind of a hard trick to do fast. So, okay. I totally didn't just not... Alright, it's fine. We could just do a backup. Where's the backup? Here it is. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, that's... Meme Tree's kind of hard to do fast. So then we go over here, And then we just kind of collect moons until we have enough. So we need 10 moons. So as you can see in the top left corner, we have 3. So we only need 7. So here's one in front of us. So we actually have to trigger this bird. His name's Klepto. You might recognize him from SM64. He was in SSL in SM64. But if you don't trigger him, he will actually steal your hat, which, if you didn't know, that's my hat, not his. So, yeah, so he cannot steal that. Okay, well, you're supposed to grab that moon, but I don't really, yeah. Oh, that's very bad. See, there was a moon under that bridge, but I unfortunately didn't get it. So we're gonna have to get it without Klepto stealing it. So... Oh, I died again! I suck at this. There we go. Yeah, that moon can be a bit confusing. Okay, King, listen, I'm gonna bot Brian. That's, yeah. I'm actually doing fine on pace, kind of. Not really, but, yeah. Alright, so... Alright, so this is Metro. We finally got here after some battles. But as we see, there's another challenge. There's actually a wiggler, or worm, in our way from it turning daytime, because we all know worms control day and night. That's just like a law. So we have to go kill that worm for it to be daytime. But we can collect a couple moons along the way. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to control that because I usually get a long jump there, but the long jump just turned into a crappy turn jump. So that's the first time that's happened in a long time. That's not gonna make it. That is interesting. I haven't messed up Metro Night this bad in a long time. Yeah, that costed around 30 seconds. It's fine though. So we're just gonna climb up this huge building because that's what Mario does. He just climbs up buildings. And then we're just gonna fall right down. So we take this wire over here and we see the giant worm is up here. So this is the Mecha Wiggler. So the way to defeat it is to shoot it with these tanks. So we just have to shoot it with these tanks and it'll die. Pretty simple. Do you snow jump? Fine, I'll do it. I will do snow jump for the boys. That was actually a really good mechanism. It sucks that we had to waste all our time at the beginning of the kingdom due to stupid reasons. Gotta love that noise. Alright. So, Metro Day, because we killed the worm that controls the day and night cycle. So, it's daytime. So, Metro Day is actually like my second least favorite speedrun. Because it's stupid, just for no reason. So that's what we call a dram. So basically, you leave Cappy to like just sit there, and then you go do something, and then at the last moment you capture it, and that's called a dram. It was named after one of the players of this game called Dram55. He basically didn't want the community to name the tricks after him, so what we did is we named the tricks after him, and now we call a lot of things dram strats. Mainly those types of tricks, except there's the one that I just mentioned, Snow Dram, is not technically a dram, we just called it Snow Dram. Okay. Wow, SMO, yeah. Oh yeah, one thing is that Route in Wooded was, so Metro's actually the first place that we warped to a cutscene. So that's why that happened. That dialogue. Usually you get it in Wooded, but with the new route that I do, you don't get it in Wooded. So that's a meme you can get. And then we just fell all the way down just to go right back up. There's a lot of going up and down in this game. And when I say right back up, I mean very up. No, I did not get in that clip. And then there's this little thing, it's a pixel art of Luigi, but it's actually needed in the run because it gives you 200 coins, which you need 100 for snow. So okay, so now we just need to collect these 2 moons in here, and then we talk to Pauline, and get 2 musicians plus another extra moon, and we're out of Metro Day. Pretty short 4-minute kingdom, at least for the day section. All around it's like 8 minutes. So this is Pauline. Everybody say hi to Pauline. Okay, so my phone actually just died, so I can't see chat anymore. So I'll just explain how the run is. So more globing and yeah, we leave Metro Day. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for Snowdram is, because I don't want to completely kill the run, so I'm gonna collect all the necessary moons and then still go for it. I'm only gonna go for it once, because I don't want to kill the run. I mean, I want to get at least sub 110 for this. And failing Snowdram once loses 30 seconds, so if I'm stranded without a moon and I can't get it, it'd just be safe to do this. So actually, Captain Toad is behind there, and we just kind of destroyed his home just so he can moon. So just so he could get a moon. So we kind of just killed Toad because he's gonna like freeze to death. Which I'm sorry, Toad, but you needed that one moon. I don't know. Hopefully he'll survive. I have confidence in him. So here, for one more time, we get a shopping moon. Okay, well, what we just experienced there was a downward wall jump. They can be quite annoying, but if you just give it one more attempt, you should get it. So right here, there's a possible clip. I'll try and go for it, but I'm not that good at it. Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, there is a clip there. It saves about 1 second, but it's pretty cool. Okay, I will help you. I kind of messed with that ring because of the bomb. So then, now, we just go down here, capture the Blowy Joey, and then we got all the spinies off of here, so it gives us the moon. So, more cutscenes. These ones actually have long cutscenes, because you have to go through this cutscene, and then you have to go through the cutscene of just him standing on the plate, and then this cutscene of removing this, and then after Cappy gets back on your head, you can play the game. So those things in the middle are actually what allows you to get to a snowman race, where you capture a guy against his will to race, as you saw in the World Peace Run. But one, in the World Peace Run you clip, and two, we don't do that in 90% because it's actually really slow. So right here, if we bonk, we get enough height just to grab that moon. And then triple jump or long jump our way to this moon over here. And then just grab it. So we have the snow room. I could just warp to the Odyssey and go for Snow Jam, but that's really risky and difficult. So I'm gonna play it safe and get the moon that you're supposed to get in the actual 90%. Oh, in the beginner's route. So this moon behind here is just a little secret moon that you get. So the moon that is for Snow Jam is actually over here. So you just kind of make your way on. Don't do that, but you make your way onto the Odyssey. Line up your foot with this little metal thingy, and go into here. Do that, and then yeah, it's a pretty. I'll go for it one more time, and then I'll leave snow. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's actually a very difficult trick. So hopefully this will still sub 110. Actually no, I don't think this will sub 110. Unless I play really close to my golds, which is kind of hard. I don't know. I haven't gotten a non-sub 110 in a while, but those Snow Jam attempts would make it really difficult. So my best pass level time is a 109.32. So yeah, that's a bit of a weird. What the? I don't know what's happening. Please, just work. What? I swear, this game sometimes is very, like, I don't even know why this is happening. There we go. It's just the game. So yeah, sub 110 definitely isn't going to happen, but that's fine. Just as long as I can give you guys just an understanding of what this game is, and hopefully you guys are enjoying watching the game. I know I've been messing up a lot, but yeah, I'm just hope you guys are having fun watching. Like, okay, yeah, this seaside is actually really bad. Alright, so in Seaside, there's this little trick called Fish Clip. It's very easy of a trick. So, we capture this fish. It's not until the very end of the kingdom. But we just have to capture this fish and then get moons underwater as we go. So this story moon is the fourth to last moon. So right here is the last moon before fish clip. So we shake these three little things in the middle and it gives us a moon. And then over here is where we perform the clip. So we put the fish right down here and then boom, that's fish clip. So we get this moon without clipping back in. And then we head into this loading zone down here. And then break that chest and get the moon. And then that's it. That's Seaside. So now, the hardest kingdom in the entire run, in my opinion, is Luncheon Kingdom. This can be a pretty brutal kingdom. So, Luncheon. This is a very difficult kingdom. It's very easy to mess up. But if you have that one run where you just get a good luncheon, it's very rewarding. Because, like, I don't know, it's a really hard kingdom. So first thing we do is we go over here. I go onto this thing and then go up here to grab this first moon. And then we long jump over here to get this second moon. And then right here we can get up here without wall jumping, which is a bit faster. There we go, we got it. And then this is Spirit. We saw him in Wood, but he wants to fight us again. So we're just gonna fight him. See? But yeah, this is actually the easiest brutal in the game. So just like that, that's Spirit. Very easy, brutal. So yeah, that's Topper. So now, from here to the end is the absolute most brutal part of Luncheon. Mainly the main middle section is super difficult, and then the end is more okay. So right here, it's not that bad. You just make your way over here, and then there's this little area where you can stand on. Yeah, so that whole movement right there actually isn't that bad. It's more this movement right here, which is actually super difficult. And we actually kind of got lucky and got that crate moon. So usually you want to break the crate as you're jumping up to the building, but my setup was a little bit off and it didn't work, which doesn't waste that much time. So we're just gonna throw this golden turnip into the pot and just wait for the moon. So right here, what we're gonna do a camera minute so that it doesn't spawn one of the lava bubbles that are called potaboos instantly. So we're just gonna keep looking down until right about here. So you see it pops up out of there, and then once we grab this moon, it will pop up just so we can capture it instantly. And then we make this our way to this sub area, which is where all the forts are. So it's just a lot of forts and motion controls. So yeah, there's 2 really quick moons. This whole entire room, plus getting the 2 moons, takes around 30 seconds, which isn't bad for 2 moons. So we captured that, and then we go up this hill right here. So there's this mechanic in the game where if the lava bubbles jump off of a little like ramp, they go really high up in the air. So we kind of just abuse that mechanic. Okay. Just to make that height. That was actually really fast. That was really fast. I might bonk here though. So this so far has actually been a really good luncheon. So right here, so luncheon by this point is actually pretty easy. It's just a couple more moves and skipping and missing that potaboo. You're not really supposed to side flip there. Mario just felt like it today because it's a special day. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not very nice. If I can get up here, I would love to do the rest of the run. So we just have to capture this piece of meat. What the? I don't know why I fell. So this piece of meat up here. So the bird is actually going to be interested in that piece of meat and come grab us into the pot, which gives us 3 free moves. So yeah, the luncheon was really good up until that point where we died, but other than that, it was actually a really good luncheon. And then there's a cutscene right here where we don't really care about what the bird has to say. And then now, we have Ruin next. So, yeah, I really messed up that luncheon, mainly at the end there. That was really the only mess up, which is unfortunate, but it happens. So yeah, that was nowhere near a good luncheon. My best most of the time is actually really far off of my PB. My PB is a 107.41. My best most of the time is a 111.01. So that's Not the best run. So Ruined is a very easy kingdom. It's a pretty easy boss fight. You just fight a dragon. Oh yeah, did I mention that there was a huge dragon that you fight? Guess not. So here's the dragon. He's pretty purple. So yeah, nothing too difficult. You just have to jump over his rings. So, alright, so now I do in fact see chat. So hello chat. That's kind of what I was doing while I was waiting for the things to be. I was opening the chat. So hello chat. How are you today? Hello, Thermal. Are you enjoying this very bad run? So that's Ruin. It's basically an auto-scroller. Alright, well as long as you enjoy, I'm happy with the run. Sorry, my chair is really loud. Yes, I want the checkpoint, not the glue. Yes. Alright, so we have two more kingdoms, Bowser's and Moon. Bowser's kingdom is actually not the last kingdom. It's the second to last kingdom. The one that we're going to right now. So, one thing about Bowser's Kingdom is at the very end, there is a very difficult boss fight named the Mecha Brutal, which, as I said, is very difficult. So, there's this trick, so you can do it casual way with the bird, or you can do it without the bird, and that trick is called bird race. Now, that is what I go for in my runs, and it is actually very difficult, so I want to see if I can get it. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. I'm supposed to land on that and then jump and capture my way over to this ogre. Yes, this is an ogre. I know it doesn't quite look like Shrek, but this is in fact an ogre. So now, we just take the wires over to the shards area. And we just do these shards movement. So what a shard is it is part of a moon. And that part of a moon gives us a full moon. As you can see right there. That is an entire moon. So by this time I should be entering the Mecha Brutal boss fight, but due to some difficulties, yeah, I kind of messed up. Sorry. Alright, so now we have the Brutals again. There's two of them. So every time you have to go to Topper first. I know in the World Peace run that you saw them go Harriet first, but that's not legal. You have to go Topper first. So just like that, Topper's dead. So after Harriet, you collect one more moon, and then you have the Mecha Brutal boss fight, which is the hardest moon in the game. Well, not the hardest moon, but the hardest boss fight in this 90% speedrun. So hopefully it goes well. If there's one thing I could ask for, it's for mech to go well. So, behind this wall that you see directly in front of me, there's some wooden crates. And behind these wooden crates, I can see it, there's a moon. Now, this is the last regular moon that we collect in the game, really. Or at least in the speedrun. So, other than this, we have the moon in after the Mecha Brutal, and that's it. And then we just have Moon Kingdom, where we just have to get through that as fast as possible. So right now we just start climbing. And then after we're done climbing, there's the Mecha Brutal boss fight. So we take this wire up to mech. So I hope it goes well. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's try it. Nice. It actually went really well. See, that is what I call a successful Mecha Brutal boss fight. I'm glad I at least pulled that off during the run. Alright, so we have one more kingdom, which is Moon Kingdom. It's actually a very fun kingdom to speedrun with the zero gravity. So yeah, the time will be around a 1:11. Maybe 1:12. Unless I have just a godlike Moon Kingdom, then which... Yeah. So here we do a trick that actually saves 5 minutes called Moon... Okay, if Cappy would agree with me, it actually saves 5 minutes. Which is a lot of time, and we got it first try. Very easy trick. Especially for how much time it saves. So here's Bowser again. This is where we fight Bowser for the final time. So here we just do whatever just to hobble the fight. Is just gonna try and burn me, but I can jump, so that's not gonna work. Alright, so now is the final section where we captured Bowser. You do a triple jump up to this. And then swipes with Bowser, you just spam Y. And then right here we're going to do the 2D section, where we're just going to walk to. I'm not going to do any fancy tricks or XD skip, which is probably the stupidest trick in this game. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna make my way through the 2D section and out of it. Okay. Maybe not exactly out of it, but you won't hit me. Alright, so this will probably be a 111.42. That's what I'm guessing. Just depends on the code. That last one hit would look like fast. What should it be? Alright, time to finish soon. And time. Alright. Well, thank you everyone thank you guys for having me on here. So that's Super Mario Odyssey any %. That wasn't that good of a run, but thank you. So yeah, I'm just gonna see you later. Hopefully everyone else in the marathon has a fantastic day. Alright, see you later.